Good evening and welcome to another episode of Schnozzcast. This is Bob, your host, joined by my fantastic co-hosts, Cory, Nick, and Todd. Tonight, we're going to have some booze news for you. We're going to have some 90-second sports for you. We're going to have some TTs, TikToks for you. We're going to have some airing of grievances. And if we haven't exhausted your patience by then, we're going to go through a small portion of Gentleman's Agreement. Gentlemen, let's start with Nick. Nick, how are you?
I'm doing well. That's a lot to cover in 60 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna give it a try though.
Okay, I'm doing fantastic. How are you, Bob?
Excellent, sir. Todd, how are you, buddy?
I am fantabulous.
Making up words now. Fantastic. Cory.
Oh, hey.
Fantabulous.
Todd, I love when you make up words because it generally means I'm going to have a new word now to drop on my unsuspecting coworkers for the next couple of years. And then track to see how many of them actually continue to use it in the spoken and written form.
Yeah, but you got to come up with something that seems real.
Yes, that is the secret.
So then you could.
Todd is the master of that.
Because Cory's big on that. He subconsciously will repeat words that he doesn't normally use in his everyday life. If you say a word that he likes, he'll take that. Sometimes. It's not all the time. But if you say something like something ridiculous, like
Nick Bader.
Yeah, something like me. I can't even think of a word right now. Like
precipitous.
I don't know how to use that in a sentence.
That penguin is very precipitous.
I don't know what
there
that
you
means.
I just told you. That's how you use it in a sentence.
But let's say like if it was something like humidity.
I love it.
I think
that's you.
A demon just came out of the speakers.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the bullshit button.
Yeah, that was great. No, if it was like let's just say it was humidity.
Yep.
Like, oh yeah, man, it was really, really thick out there today. There was a lot of humidity, and then you go on, and then so Cory would always have like a retort, and he'd be like, "No, it's it is pretty hot. I'm not gonna lie. Like Nick was saying, the humidity outside," and he will repeat it, but it'll be like $1 million word, and I know he never says it, and it's definitely not humidity or something stupid like that. But
yeah, I never say humidity. That's way too crazy of a word.
It's like I will have to point it out the next time it happens. But I use it as an example because, I use it as an example because you need to do that same thing. Because I'm not purposely waiting for Cory to do this. I'm just saying something, and he subconsciously will say it back. But you need to purposely do it at work. And then see when
necrophilia.
When they say it back. These are we need made up words.
I will say, what Cory's doing is what should be done, because it's at least that's exhibiting a curiosity about using the word, not pretending like you know what it means when clearly you don't. But there are those people, and I'm not saying Cory's one of them, who will latch on to that as an example and then start to incorporate the phrase without just picking up on it as being a big word, but never figuring out how to use it. And so Todd's the master of that. Todd came up years and years ago with abnatural, which is a great word because it sounds like it could be a real word.
Yeah. My dad was telling me that when he was a big exec when he was at work, and so he would have to give a lot of presentations, and he said he noticed, like, going around the different markets, like he'd be in different states, that people started saying, currently, in their email or whatever, they'd say, this weekend, I will be out of pocket. I will not be, and he said, it's so stupid. He goes, I hate that. It doesn't even make any sense. He goes, out of pocket. He goes, why? And then someone else hears it and they think it sounds professional. So they start using it. So they go on vacation. I'll be out of pocket. I will not be in our Chicago offices or market this weekend. And he goes, and so then I remember he said it one time, like years later, and he's like, I'm not going to lie, it started to grow on me. It really did. He goes, I hated it. I really did. I did everything I could, but I use it now.
There's a lot of stupid.
It's like
phrases
everybody
that.
using laser focused, where everyone's laser focused.
Right? Isn't a laser already focused? The fact that it's a laser, like you shouldn't anyway.
But
It
everybody
depends on the laser, Bob. Depends on the laser.
Yeah, those thick lasers.
It's a little grainy sometimes.
Those thick grainy. Yeah. So Todd had we had a coworker whose name I won't mention. He doesn't
JD.
Yeah.
Or Todd will, though.
That's fine.
Deer camp.
Way to go, Todd.
Continue, Bob.
Camp.
Yeah. So he was
So JD was.
he was responsible for writing statements of work. So he would meet with the customers and figure out what kind of services that they needed from us, and then he'd have to draft it into a legally binding document. And as part of that document, he had to understand what it was they were asking us to do, which sometimes can get really technical. And Todd realized pretty early that in talking to him that he wasn't technical. But he didn't want to come out and say he wasn't technical, like ask for help or engage some other guy that we had on the team who was technical to help him do it. So he would just kind of float around meetings and start to like pick different phrases for like, storage and storage arrays and networking, and just like kind of start peppering them into the document.
And everything had nuances.
Yeah,
Like,
he
what
loved the
fuck
word
is
nuances. Yeah. So Todd was like, "This is bullshit. I'm exposing this fraud immediately."
I want to be more into this story, but if we haven't heard it 5 times on the cast already, probably
Yeah,
would be.
that's fair. So Todd came up with Abnatural, which he then let slip around JD.
Actually, it wasn't even that though. Hopefully, I know we've done this before, but the real root of that made me out him was when he told me in a car in person that accommodation was a word. Remember? And I'm like, my brain started. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. I go, it wouldn't go together in any language. Like it was like grinding me the whole time. I challenged him. And he goes, no, that's a word. And so Bob, I sought out Bob the next day of my English
No, I think you called me immediately. From the car.
Like, for probably a bag phone.
This motherfucker just told me. Yeah, that's how that went.
Yes. So sorry.
All right,
but
yeah.
that was some funny shit.
Yeah, and it's over now.
For all those that haven't heard it before, there you go.
Yeah, well, one day people are going to listen to this podcast.
There's a lot of new listeners of late. TT.
They can go back. They can go back and listen to the old episodes.
So yeah, we're giving them homework.
Before me.
I'm sure it was several times before
Todd,
you, and also while you were on the show.
Todd will tell you if you ask him that there was no podcast before Todd was involved.
I'm like, I don't want to lose people when they go back and go, really?
There was a girl at work that always, at least once a week or once every couple days, would be like, "Yeah, when he was all real mad, he'd be all discombobulated." Like she would say it at least twice a week. I'm like, there are not that many discombobulations going on that often. And then she would always call her stepdad Schleprock.
Yep. That's an oldie but a goodie.
And I'm like, what? She's like,
What?
My dad would call me Schlep, so
she's like, ain't you ever watched, what was the Flintstones?
Yep.
Ain't you ever watched the Flintstones, Mr. Schleprock? And she would, so she would call, like she would never refer to him by his name. She'd be like, "Oh, slept the other day." I'm like, what? This is literally how she told us that she broke her toe. She broke her toe because, man, Schlep got out the house and he had no damn clothes on, and I'm trying to get Schlep, and he done nakedly fell on my toe.
Nakedly?
I said, what? Nakedly fell on your toe. She was out of work for like 4 months because her toe was broken. Wowsy, woo woo.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love her.
that was
Val.
Val, that's right.
Yeah, about 4 foot nothing, but a little pistol.
No, what was who was the other short one?
I don't know. Jackie?
No, I want to say started with an H.
An H?
Heather.
She had the really
Harriet.
crazy eyes.
Hilda.
Oh no, you're talking about Highgate.
Highgate, yeah.
Perry Highgate.
What was her voice again?
Oh man,
Mind you, now this was a maybe 4'11" woman that was as wide around as she was tall, and had this really. She had a Popeye's eye. Her one eye was always it had a permanent wink to it.
She always it always looked like she was kind of
Popeyes. I thought you were talking about the restaurant.
No,
the cartoon.
Popeye's restaurant.
This was yes.
Well, didn't he have the Popeye because he had to smoke that pipe? Did she smoke a pipe?
She had one eye that was like this, and the other one, it always looked like she was kind of like elbowing you to tell a joke. Like she always had one really wide. Yeah, she was always like, I just be going over here the other day like that.
With her eye closed?
No, just one. It was never closed.
The one was permanently like that. That's how her face always was.
Okay.
So she always had that look, no matter what she was saying.
Well, that's one more person that's not going to listen.
I
to
remember
us.
she told me one time. She's like, "Hey, Sarge, can we just? What if we gotta go to the bathroom?" I said, "What?" Well, I need to go to the bathroom. People my age, you get over 50 or 60, and when you gotta go, and sometimes it slip out. Wait, what?
Slips out? What slips out? The
Yeah,
urine?
exactly.
She goes, no, it wasn't the first time I done shitted myself before because it was an accident. I'm like, what? How are you, with all this shitty experience, how do you have that accident?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, if you're new to the podcast, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can find us out on
Started on a high note.
Yeah, always. Out on the streaming services, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, Stitcher, Mixcloud, or anywhere else where you can get a podcast. You can also follow us on social media on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Schnozzcast. You can email us at schnozzcast@gmail.com, or, as we're about to find out, you can be one of the lucky few who have either texted or called us at our hotline on 618-SHOCKER.
The Shocker line.
Yeah.
It's open and ready to go. We actually have some voicemails in the hopper. Not sure if we can get to them tonight or if we're going to be able to get to them on the next show.
We could get to them right now if you want.
Okay.
I mean, if you're going to serve it up like that, I am going to volley it right back across the net to you. So,
all right. So this was for our show when Todd was not with us.
Yes.
And
but he was thinking about us.
Clearly.
Couldn't get the Schnozzcast out of his mind. He was entertaining.
So this is the first voicemail that we got that night.
Rankin, hey, it's a blast from the past. You remember me? Do you remember my voice? Do you recognize it? It's Eric Cook. I'm standing next to Mr. Dillon at his house. We're preparing to eat a bunch of food on a couple of giant green eggs and watching dogs wrestle and chicken shit. So anyway, he put me up to calling you. I just am your newest subscriber, follower, downloader of your podcast, and I'm looking forward to listening to your show. And who knows? Maybe I'll be lucky enough to be a guest someday if you give a shit what I have to say. Love it. Love it.
All right. So that's and apparently all these men were together on some sort of gay cruise that night. Here's the next one.
Hey, it's Chris Stacey with Todd as well. Also waiting to eat some great food. And wondering why have I not been invited back again after the Greatest Hits podcast? I mean, where's the love, dude? Yeah. One hit wonder. What's going on? Catch you later.
And then number 3, a voice that you might actually recognize.
Hey, I'm sure you guys are podcasting right now, and I'm sure it's not near as good as it would be if I were on the show. So I just wanted to call and wish you guys luck and do as best you can without your talent on the show. So good luck, guys. I hope you have a good second half of the show. Good evening.
Todd, you know what's funny about that? We didn't even start the first half at that point.
I'm sure you guys are podcasting. No, we weren't.
You were about an hour and a half ahead of us, sir.
Good evening. Yeah, nice sign off.
Things were not going so swell at that point.
No, they were not.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, the lady at WoW got an earful, that's for sure.
There you go.
Yeah, you gotta let Chris Stacy know. So if you're new to the show, this is I really can't remember what we were doing, but none of us were going to be around, and we decided rather than do a bye week that week, or I'm not even sure we had really started.
What's
banking
a bye
episodes.
week? We bank episodes?
Yeah. So we asked Todd, and Todd eagerly jumped on the chance to do like a greatest hits show. So Chris Stacy was the gentleman who joined him.
Corey's
on that
wedding.
Show. Was it Corey's wedding? Okay.
No, it was way before that.
Todd was at his
Corey's
wedding.
I'm like,
Yeah, so I can't remember what the hell we were doing, but the two of them manned the ship and introduced a bunch of best of clips that we did. So you can definitely check that out if you're interested. Out on any of the streaming services or YouTube, it should be available.
It definitely is.
Yeah. So Todd, let him know there's really no reason why we haven't. If he's interested, I didn't even know he was interested. But I'm going to take that.
I didn't know he was either.
I'm going to take that voicemail as a sign that he wants to come back on.
And if he's got I mean, we can have him remotely, or if he's back in town. Either way, we can still have him on.
Well, doesn't he live out by you, Todd?
He does. He lives in Seattle.
So I don't know if you've got a 2-camera setup over there, or if you guys want to get real close behind your desk.
We have. I think we used a 2-camera setup when he was here, so we're good to go. We'll have him back on wherever we're ready.
Okay.
He's not that interesting though. Oh, did I say that? Is it? Are we recording?
Yeah.
No, this is the pre-show time.
Yeah. We'll know if he listens or not now.
That's true. This is a great test. This is the loyalty test, the friendship test.
Exactly.
Hey, want to come back on the show? Fuck you guys. Oh, he listened.
Exactly. All right, Cory, let's do a little booze news.
And now it's time for booze news.
All right, so I got a couple of headlines here for you fellas. We'll do today's going to be an all NASA version of booze news, so we'll try to kind of rocket through this.
Oh my
coin
god!
that phrase. Come on,
We're
Cory.
done. Shut everything.
Come on,
shut
Cory.
everything off right now, please.
Come on.
Nope, we're done.
Come on.
We are done.
Come on. Hey,
That's the level we're stooping to.
hey, guess what?
We'll stoop to a lot of levels, Bob.
Yes.
What did he?
That-
I actually just blacked out for a second. What did he just say?
I can't even repeat it.
You
I'm looking
you
at
can
screen.
repeat it.
No, I'm never going to.
You totally
NASA? Is that what he said?
Yeah, and then tried to make a rocket pun.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear
Successfully
that.
did.
I didn't hear that.
No, it was very unsuccessful.
You know what? If we get a whole bunch of like pun lovers on our in our fan base now, guess you're going to thank
They
them.
can come on the show and
Me.
take everything over because
That's
I'll be
who.
done.
Me. That's it. You refuse to do a podcast that caters to puns.
Well, we know
Especially that one you just made, yes.
Well, we know how well science articles go when Bob has to read them.
yeah,
so
this is going to be
this
fantastic.
is going to be amazing.
Yeah,
So
let's go.
tee it up.
With support like this, how can I fail?
Tee it up.
So first off, NASA's got some a remix that's out on YouTube now that you can listen to. Sonifications are calling up from a black hole, which I did not know. Obviously, space is a vacuum, and so therefore there shouldn't be any sound. However, in a particular galaxy cluster, there's a lot of gas, and gas can translate ripples sent out by black holes into sounds, even though they can't be heard by the human ear because they're out of our range. They can pump up the octaves into something we can hear, and they've done that now, and it's available on YouTube. It's pretty cool. You should check it out. Secondly, Artemis 1 was a mission that was supposed to launch in the last 7 days. It's been pushed back twice now, from today until the 5th on Monday. It is supposed to be the first in a series of missions to build a long-term human presence on the moon for decades to come. Primary goals are to demonstrate the systems in a spaceflight environment and ensure a safe re-entry, descent, splashdown, and recovery prior to the next Artemis mission where they'll have a crew. So that should be happening on Monday. If you're a space nerd, go check it out online. I'm sure you can watch the launch. And lastly, there's a thing that I had no idea existed, but apparently in 22 days they're going to do it. NASA has what's called the DART test, and DART stands for Double Asteroid Redirection Test. This is literally...
Oh, I heard about this.
You did?
I did.
Okay.
That they're testing it, yeah, to see in case of an emergency if it actually works.
Yeah, this is literally the Bruce Willis space movie. That god-awful piece of shit.
Armageddon?
This is literally what they propose in Armageddon. They're going to take... they're going to take this it's like a droid. It almost looks like a droid with they're collecting energy from the sun, but they're going to launch half of it at the smaller piece of a asteroid pair and try to smash it to prove that they can actually change the trajectory of that.
Yeah.
And therefore save the Earth in the event that
I saw the news story on that.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Wouldn't that be crazy if they if it changed the trajectory right towards Earth?
Exactly. That's the kind of the first thing I thought too, Nick. I'm like, how can we fuck this up? This thing's gonna pass harmlessly by us, and we're gonna fuck with it, and then
let's shoot some rockets at it. That's got to be the most American thing I've ever fucking heard.
No, the most American thing is sending deep space drillers up there to drill a hole in the middle and plant some nukes.
Hey, you know what? There's this peaceful rock that's going to fly by us thousands of miles away. Let's shoot some fucking gunpowder at it.
Yeah.
Cheers. We got a Schnozzcast shot here. If you've are a new listener to the show, we do shots. We have libations. We are not afraid to drink on the show and show our problems that we clearly have. But if you don't drink, grab something else. Do a shot with us of espresso, perhaps, or Wawa.
I need this shot now to drown my sorrows from that depressing. We all have problems.
As we
description
know.
that you just gave.
Took a dark turn.
Todd, what are you drinking?
Hey, I'm drinking a little bit of Crown Peach.
Nice. Got the
For
standard
my
fireball.
beer and beer, I got the Fort George Magnetic Field Hazy IPA. It is freaking tabulous.
I don't know what we would do if I didn't know what Todd was drinking. Cheers, guys. Let's go.
Salute!
Oh, shit.
Bob always waits till like we've got
Sweet
shot
Machu
glass in
Picchu.
hand that's been sitting through like a half of a story, and then it'd be like, whoa, hold on, Todd, what long-winded thing are you drinking tonight?
I think I foolishly assume that since we're all almost ready to like carry them up to our lips, that he's going to go, yeah, it's a cool IPA. It's the same one I've been drinking. It's awesome. Crown Peach. Ready?
You know what you can do?
It's never going to be a quick one.
You know what you can do?
What's up?
You can say, hey, Todd, how was that shot you just did? And let us know what it was. You don't have to ask while we're waiting for the shot to
People look
get warmer.
forward to knowing what a man with impeccable taste is drinking.
When you talk to that
The same
man,
thing every week?
Tell him to come onto the podcast.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing every week. Remember, it was Crown Apple. I know that's what Bob was thinking I was going to say the whole time.
I was.
He is the most interesting man in the world.
And you daring
Exactly.
motherfucker, you went with peach this
Yeah.
week.
Word.
He loves
And
those peach
Magnetic
emojis.
Fields is brand spanking new. And
Todd-
it's delicious.
Todd, we would send you some apple pie moonshine when we make it, but apparently that's not allowed in other states except for Michigan. So
They actually said that Mrs. Fields, bless you, Mrs. Fields just came out with a lager.
that sounds like it's going to be sweet.
Mrs.
Yeah,
Fields
sounds
lager.
gross.
What'd you say, Todd?
Bob is
that
sneezing
sounds
into the
gross.
corner of. Bob,
It sounds very sweet and heavy.
did you hear that, Bob?
Hey, you know what's actually a bummer? Speaking of sweet and heavy,
Bob's
not
back.
Bob.
He's back. Yes, that's true. He just sat back down.
Well, hello
Not
again.
Bob.
Sweet and heavy.
So when
how you doing?
Exactly.
Why are you
Sweet and
taking
heavy.
that as a compliment?
That's Bob's new nickname.
Because it's funny if I
Sweet
do.
and heavy.
What do you want me to
Sweet
do?
and heavy.
Fuck you guys.
Great calves.
Yes.
Yeah, great calves too.
Speaking of sweet and heavy. Oh, believe me, I was told several times on vacation how great his calves are.
Oh, they're
Against
beautiful.
my will.
Yeah. Cornered, probably.
Yes.
Sorry. Go ahead, Cory. That's up.
By him or by?
No, not
No.
by me.
No. Nope.
No.
That's right. That's why him and Rhonda didn't work out.
She never complimented his calves.
She complimented my calves at a concert.
Yeah. I'm
Well,
like,
And
that's
that night they were done.
That's it.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Relationship over.
It was that night too, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Corey, that's
I
like
think so.
Corey, that's like
Let's
like
just assume it was.
that's like being friends with Michael Jackson and complaining that everyone keeps stopping him for an autograph. I mean, you've got men at gas stations stopping you and telling you how great your legs are. So,
That is true.
I mean, it's just something you have to get used to when you have apparently great legs like Cory Selesky.
Bob actually got to witness that firsthand.
I did. It was the saddest thing I think I've ever seen.
Saddest? It's the creepiest thing I've ever fucking heard.
Bob
That's what I meant.
Bob would have been walking out of there with a raging heart on had that guy complimented his calves.
No.
He's people noticed him.
No, I don't take compliments well, especially not from homeless men.
Homeless? He was working at the gas station.
Well,
doesn't mean he had a home.
yeah.
Exactly.
Did he live at the gas station?
You say potato, I say potato.
Well, I'm going to step this conversation up a notch and say, great day today, fellas. Got myself a pedicure.
First one?
Not the first one.
Okay.
But it's first one in a while.
All right.
Yeah. If you
Somebody
haven't done,
did it.
What's that?
What kind of fee does a person take to dive into digging into another man's feet?
What does someone charge to scrape feet? Is that your question?
Did you get a manicure as well?
No, don't need a manicure. But you know what? If you're walking around in flip flops all summer long and barefoot,
oh my goodness,
the back of your heel is going to be like a 90-degree angle at some point. So.
And you make another person deal with that?
No. I paid another person.
What's wrong with my heels?
Oh my goodness,
my heels look fine.
Oh my goodness. My God, that's disgusting. It's disgusting to me. It's disgusting to me.
Did they get out the old pumice stone?
Hold on. Have you ever done it, Todd?
No.
You've never gotten a pedicure?
No.
Are you saying you would never get one?
Never. I wouldn't want anybody to see my feet.
Why? What do you care?
Because feet are gross.
Todd, I appreciate that about you.
But hold on, Todd. You're paying them. They're offering a service. They're like, no, we got an appointment.
No. I don't frequent prostitutes. They're offering service.
Okay. So in your mind, pedicures and prostitution
hand in hand
equal.
Yes. Same.
Well,
Same
I mean,
gotcha.
They're a lot of the same people.
Brothel, day spa.
Yeah, one's
same.
clearly legal and one is clearly not.
For a little more money, that same girl would probably provide those services as well.
Same shit, different day.
I'm sure she'd rather do the pedicure than the other thing.
Todd, we've never talked about this with you before,
but
my old boss despised feet. I mean, no.
They're the most disgusting thing ever.
Absolutely despised.
Don't steal from my airing of grievances.
Todd,
wait,
Todd,
really? Was this a grievance of yours?
Yes.
No, okay.
Yes.
Today?
I'll let you grieve it. But what I'm saying is, he once told me, he said, Nick, I don't like my wife's feet. He goes, listen, I don't even like washing my feet in the shower, but I got to do it.
I said he did not like his feet.
I said, you don't like touching your own feet? He goes, no, feet are absolutely disgusting. So if this man was so fucking high fucking way up there.
He's my doppelganger.
Like, all the time, like almost getting ready to fucking pop.
This is breaking my brain. I don't understand how you can not like your own feet. It's your body.
The feet are disgusting.
But they can be clean.
Yes, but they still fucking they draw stench.
He told me
not if they're clean.
He told me it grossed him out.
They never clean.
What do you mean they're never clean? I'm really sorry, Nick.
He told me it grossed him out to touch his own feet in the shower, but he had to wash them. And I said, so you never like massage your wife's feet? He goes, fuck no.
Never.
Because that's disgusting.
Hold on. I can understand if you don't like touching other people's feet. I get it.
Well, that's what sent me over the edge. I'm like, you can't touch your own feet.
A pedicure is someone else who doesn't mind fixing your cuticles, scraping the dead skin off.
Or they're prostitutes.
You don't have to do it.
Todd, when was the last time you had those toticules fucking
never.
It sounds like
never.
It sounds like never is the right.
And I never would.
Now, are you embarrassed of your feet?
I don't have them hanging out for the world to see.
So, Todd, do you ever wear like sandals or flip flops during the summertime?
I got some badass sandals that cover my toes, bitch.
Todd, I'm right there with you. I would never get a pedicure. I see no reason for it.
I just got anxiety hearing sandals that cover my toes.
I don't have a problem with feet, but I just would. I feel there's no.
I think feet are disgusting.
I feel personally at my current financial state that if I have money for pedicures, then I probably have too much money.
Plus, actually, I'll give you a funny
Really? Yeah.
It doesn't matter about
It's like,
it.
you know what? I don't have my hair cut. I do it myself because if I have money for a haircut, I have too much money.
No, but it would be like me. It'd be like me saying
$15.
It would be. But what I'm saying is it's useless because it'd be like me saying, "Oh, I had the leather polisher come over and do my couches today." Like that. That is too. You have too much money if you have someone coming over polishing your couches.
Hold on a minute.
And if you are fucking,
Wait a
No,
minute.
yes.
Hang on.
That makes
on.
no
You're gonna do
sense.
it
Yes, it
yourself? That's crazy. But hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you my extent of hate of feet. Literally, there's a wine called Barefoot that's in every grocery store around.
Yep.
I thought it was progressive for me to actually try that wine, even because I hate feet that much. Literally, the name "foot" in a wine disgusts me.
You big fucking.
And you know
pussy.
what? Even though I can't say there's anything wrong with their wine, I don't buy that shit. Because
So
fucking
Todd-
feet are gross.
Todd, if you or Mary ever comes down with foot and mouth disease, what happens then?
Some-
Isn't it
something bad's
hoof
gonna
and mouth
happen.
Disease?
Something bad's gonna happen.
Is that one of those made up words? Foot and
Foot and mouth disease? You've never heard
Foot
of
and
that?
mouth disease.
Todd, what are
It's-
Todd
it is very true.
hoof and mouth?
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's hoof and mouth.
He said
Foot and mouth.
foot and mouth.
No,
I
foot
think
and
it's
mouth
hoof
is,
and mouth.
is what you're
No.
doing right now.
Exactly.
All right, we got to look it up.
Foot. There's an actual disease
It's
called
in the
foot and
Urban
mouth
Dictionary.
disease.
But anyhow, so
Hold on. Urban Dictionary is
But
not
it's
the
not a-
arbiter of real things.
I was not referencing the Urban Dictionary.
Todd, what are your thoughts?
Yes, you are. If
I'm
you're
no,
saying
I'm
foot
not.
and mouth,
Todd,
Foot and mouth disease, dude. It's a real disease.
Todd,
it's not a real disease. It's a real
Okay,
Urban
it
Dictionary
is
disease.
it is called hand, foot, and mouth disease specifically.
Yes, that's different.
Okay, might as well
Different than
throw the
what?
whole body in there now. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
It's called body
If you
disease.
said hand,
Hang
then I
on.
would have agreed.
I want you to go back and almost swear at me, Todd, and say you're sorry
wrong.
because I'm fucking
wrong.
right.
You're
Bob
wrong.
just looked it
No,
up.
yeah,
foot, and
Corey's.
mouth
It's from the
disease.
CDC.
But it's is it called foot and mouth disease?
No, it's called
or foot
hand-
in mouth.
I don't know if he's fucking.
I never said foot in mouth. I
Is he
said
fu-
foot
is he
and.
fucking
You
with
did.
He
That's
is,
exactly
yeah.
what you said. That's
No, I
exactly
didn't. I
what
said
you
foot
said.
and mouth disease.
No, you did not. Rewind the tape.
Hold on.
Rewind the tape.
Hold on.
Rewind
It is,
the tape.
Todd, it is called hand, foot, and mouth disease. That is the official name of it. It's
Correct.
common,
So you still
common
got
in
it
young
wrong.
children under 5, but anybody can get it. It's not very serious, but it is very contagious. It usually starts at schools and daycare centers and then transfers back home to the rest
To
of the family.
adults?
And thank you. I am done again.
So
Now,
Corey's like
you were still
68%
wrong.
right.
Hold on.
You
Hold
said
on.
foot in mouth disease.
I
Hold
never
on.
said-
Whoa. Hand, foot, and mouth disease is often confused with foot and mouth disease, also called hoof and mouth disease,
Now-
Damn
which affects cows, sheep, and pigs.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Humans don't get the animal disease, and animals don't get the human disease. So that's the difference.
Potato,
So-
potato.
Yeah. So you are correct,
Thank you.
but there also is a hoof and mouth disease.
No, I
It's
wasn't
just not
doubting that
human.
by any means.
Yeah, I'm like, I know I heard that. I'm like, is that the same
Well,
thing?
I would go as far
I
as
knew-
to say
I knew-
that he's partially correct.
Yes. I'm sorry, TT, a little bit.
It would.
That's the weakest apology I think I've heard.
It definitely was.
Yeah.
It was an apology, though.
I'm going to partially accept it.
No, but I mean, it'd be like getting poison ivy and saying, "Well, I got poison yesterday."
See,
That's
now
a
you're
real
using-
thing.
now you're
Poison.
using big words.
I got poison is
that
a
I
real
don't
thing.
understand, and I'm going to take
You
that
can't
as a
just
sign
say
of disrespect.
you can't just say part of it. You can't be like, "I got poison." Well, it's actually called poison ivy. So I'm right.
Yeah.
So I'm right. I got poison.
Okay. So if I went back and I said hand, foot, and mouth disease, you guys were like, "Oh,
You would've been-
yeah, the hand,
yes,
foot, and mouth
yes.
disease."
Yes,
I know what you're
I
talking
knew-
about
I knew
now.
exactly-
You would have been
I
right
would've-
as
Go
rain.
fuck yourself. You
would've
would
been
not
right
have.
as rain, my
You would
friend.
not
Would
have.
have. I
Full
would
of
have.
shit.
You'd have been right as rain. But unfortunately,
Todd,
you are not.
I'm closing your screen out right now. You're fucking done.
The world.
Now this is what we're about. We're about tolerance
That's exactly how it
and
would've went.
communication.
No, I'm about to be very intolerant. And
This podcast is democracy, and unfortunately,
is.
Bob's rose-colored spectacles on what is correct and what is not does not fucking give you the green light, buddy.
Yeah. No, I sided with you, man. I'm like, it's not. It is hand, foot, and
He's
mouth
like,
disease.
Corey is right.
Exactly. Corey, get part of it
Kind of
right.
right. Yeah, he's kind of
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
And that's why I partly
got me a
apologize.
case of the ivy yesterday.
And that's why I partially accept.
So Todd, you're hating of feet. So what are your thoughts on Ina Garten? She's the chef. She's the barefoot Contessa on Food Network.
Yeah.
That was a long shot, buddy.
Yeah.
That he was going to know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, Todd loves to cook. I would assume that he would
do.
know.
I don't know. And if she cooks with her feet, it would disgust me.
She doesn't cook with her fucking feet. And guess what?
The salad, I prepared it while I bathed.
Yeah, and guess
Well,
what?
Again, since I don't know her, maybe she didn't have any arms. She fucking
Todd, they're not squishing fucking grapes and barefoot wine with their feet either, buddy. But you won't fucking touch it.
I don't know.
That's a great point. You do know that all wines, not just barefoot wines, are made with feet squishing the grapes.
Yeah, probably in like the 1700s.
No.
Well, that's a good wine. I mean, that's the kind of wine you have when you have multiple green eggs and a
I
helicopter.
don't have any of those.
You don't have any of that good foot wine?
Yeah.
No.
Wait, hand, foot, and mouth wine? Are you?
He may be cutting off our camera now. I can't tell if he's looking something up.
I know.
Or if we put a caption underneath his picture that said, Cory is right.
He's trying to ignore us.
He's like trying. What are you doing, TT?
We'll fucking
Fuck
see.
you
We'll
guys.
fucking see who's running this show.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'll shut the whole thing down.
We cancel the whole operation.
Yeah.
Well, this sounds like a great time to go into a Todd Nealon-led segment that we like to call 90 Second Sports.
Word.
And we see him heading in that direction. The 20. He's going for 40. And it's 90 Second Sports.
All right, Mr. Dillon, we've got the hourglass ready to be flipped. So you say the word.
right.
No, sorry. That's not how it works.
It does not.
Nick's going to tell you, yep, I'm just going to shut up now.
And like I said, Todd, you waste valuable, precious seconds of your 90 seconds when you do your pause and then say, sweet. So just go right into it. Get prepared. Get it on the tip of your tongue. We don't need that fucking long pause. Get it ready.
You know what I'm going to do, too,
That
don't you?
first word.
know it.
Spring right into action.
Sweet.
It's like, dude, it's like keys to start a car. He's like, I ain't going anywhere until this sweet gets out there. All right. 90 Second Sports. Use your seconds how you wish. Starts now.
Sweet. Hey, actually, I'm going to take a serious note this time. I didn't get to do this close to real time, but we lost a human legend recently. Bill Russell died at the age of 88. And whether you're if you're a sports fan of any kind or just a fan of good human beings, Bill Russell is an amazing champion, an amazing human being, and it really struck me. So I'm going to read an article I'm just pulling down from ESPN. I'm going to read this and take up a little bit of time. Bill Russell, the cornerstone of the Boston Celtics dynasty, won 8 straight titles and 11 overall during his career. He died on Sunday. This was written on July 31st. The Hall of Famer was 88. Russell died peacefully with his wife, Janine, at his side. A statement posted on social media. Arrangements for his memorial service will be announced soon, according to the statement. The statement did not give the cause of death, but Russell, who had been living in the Seattle area, was not well enough to be present for the NBA Finals MVP trophy in June, which is actually named after him. But for all the winning, Bill's understanding of the struggle is what illuminated his life. The statement said, from boycotting a 1961 exhibition game to unmask too long tolerated discrimination, to leading Mississippi's first integrated basketball camp in the constable wake of Medgar Evers' assassination, to decades of activism ultimately recognized by the recipient of the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Bill called out injustice with an unforgiving candor that he intended would disrupt the status quo. And he was a powerful example of that. Though never his humble intention will he forever inspired teamwork, selflessness, and thoughtful change. Bill's wife Janine and his family and friends, and they thank people for keeping up the prayers. Perhaps you'll relive one or two of the golden moments he gave us, or recall his trademark laugh as he delighted with the real story behind how those moments were unfolded. And if anybody ever heard him laugh, it was a great deep belly laugh. Again, I never met him in person, but a true hero. And I know that I'm over my 90 seconds, but one of the greatest sporting champions and human beings ever. Was honorable to everyone, was a winner amongst winners. No one's ever won 8 championships in a row, and did it in a city that for a long time didn't like him, but truly embraced him. So things do change, but rest in peace, Bill Russell. Thank you.
Hang on, we're going to give an honorary sports buzzer to Bill. There you go, buddy.
And I think we should also do a shot.
I like it.
Do a shot for Bill.
Yeah. Well said, sir. That's probably, so don't get used to that, but that was a little bit of leeway in the 90-second sports in honor of Bill.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill Russell.
Was it Friday? It's Jimmy Fallon's thank you notes.
Yeah, Nick does it much better. I can't hold a candle. But he's pouring the shots. Hey, Cory.
Hang on real quick
sure.
before
This is
we...
an uncomfortable pause, isn't it? What's going on here?
You know what? You got to be, sometimes you got to know when to just shut the fuck up and share a comfortable silence. Which is exactly
With
what you
people
want
listening to a
podcast. Yeah.
It seems kind of crazy to me.
But you know what? When you bring the room down a little bit, it's got to be brought back up, and that doesn't happen like that. You know what I mean?
This feels like we're sucking. It feels like you guys are sucking more than me, but
wow, I'm so glad that we decided to suspend the rules for that very eloquent reading that you did, only to be shamed and ridiculed at the end of it.
And you know what we're going to do now, since Todd wanted to do that? I got a little something to share with you guys.
Hold on. Have we started TT's TikToks yet?
No, this is not TikToks.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Go right ahead.
Who is this? Wait a minute. I don't know who she is. Who is this?
Son of a bitch.
Son of a
I just
motherless
closed
goat.
it out. Bob, say something for a second.
Son of a motherless goat.
No, keep going.
Oh, really? More than that?
Yeah.
Cory, you're doing a great job over there. You're a powerful man. Exactly. You're a handsome man. We all admire you.
You're fast and on time.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Todd. Now I really cannot wait.
Now it's on.
All right. Well,
yeah. While
Bill
it's
ain't
going
getting
on,
more alive. So let's go ahead and do this shot.
This is going awesome.
Let's do this shot for Bill.
Hey, Todd, what are you drinking?
Fucking son of a fucking bitch.
Little Crown Peach.
Dude, I'm pushing the envelope here, doing a shot for a sports figure here, so don't fucking pull at this thread.
Oh, it's already been pulled.
Very loosely.
You were
rolled.
insulted while
yeah. Cheers, Bill. And now Todd Dillon will impersonate
Sweet
Bill's laugh.
Machu Picchu.
All right, Todd, this is
not
for
even
you.
close.
This is for you, buddy.
Right.
Un petit plat pour ce midi donc et je vais tout simplement vous montrer comment je fais.
Washing your feet, that's very nice.
Not very good. How should you let it get between the toes? That's it.
Oh, it gets even better.
No.
I love that Todd is trying to scream over the video.
Guess what she's going to do, Todd?
Not eat that shit.
Any guesses yet?
No.
Hang on, let's fast forward a second
Dude,
here
is she
for
gonna
you.
prepare all that shit with her feet?
Well, she doesn't have arms.
Oh
so.
my goodness. Look at that. That is goddamn impressive.
I'm impressed. I'm happy for her. I'm amazed. I would not eat any of that.
Look at her. Look, all of that food. All over the food, Todd. Oh.
Dude.
Oh.
No.
Hang it.
No.
So I'm more concerned, like, do the feet come up to the mouth to eat?
Well, the spoon definitely would. The spoon would be between your toes. I really hope at the end we're going to see the eating of
right
the food.
into that food. She's using her foot to stop the food from sliding off the cutting board.
But she's washed her feet just like you wash your hands.
I
I'm
don't
not sure what the
care.
difference is.
It's a huge difference. She needs like blue. That's freaking. Again, if she's feeding herself, fine. I'm not eating it.
Yeah, but you don't put gloves on and then leather around those gloves, hard leather and rubber around those gloves, and then walk on your hands all day long.
Yeah, that. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Yeah, she's absolutely going to eat that with her
she's
foot.
French too. So she's not even. She's
That's
likely
hot.
not even showering.
That is so hot that she's French.
That looks way better than the things that Bob and Cory have prepared before.
Oh, 100%. Please eat.
Yeah.
Eat it.
Et les pommes de terre.
Yeah. Yeah. And I will throw up on this camera if a dude rolls in and she feeds him.
Here we go. Tell us how it
No,
is.
come on.
no.
Don't tease me like
us.
that.
Yeah. Why
now-
is she in an airplane?
See, now the problem is that she's walking around on those feet.
Oh, she's gonna put some
Eventually.
Parmesan on there.
You have to grab the sauce.
There it is.
All right. That's all I was looking for.
There it is.
There you guys go.
Tastes a little bit like Fritos.
Well done. Well done.
It's like you got a little Frito dust on there.
You know what they say, Todd? You can't trust a chef that doesn't lick his toes.
Oh my goodness. No, like I said, I know it's my own phobia and people are gonna hate on me but I think feet are disgusting. I think I'm amazed and happy that she can live a normal life and do those things. That's awesome. But I could not. Again, I have a foot, whatever my mental defect is. I think feet are the most disgusting things.
I think
ever.
it's pretty obvious that you have hand, foot, and mouth.
That's very contagious. You're going to want to take care of that.
That's true. I don't like other people's hands in my mouth either.
Once you get that cured, you will have no problem with feet.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
All right. Let's just do this. Let's go right into grievances here, Todd. I'm not even going to play the sound. Let's just assume that it's a lot of talk about grievances.
Yeah, cool.
To come.
Cool.
So here we go.
So tell me
airing
what
of grievances,
is
Todd
there a
Dillon.
buzzer?
And now we come to the airing of grievances.
Yes.
And another thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, work on that, Todd.
Thank you. Today, I want to go back to travel grievances. And since we were just on the subject of feet, which, again, I can't help it, but they freaking disgust me. When you hop on a plane, be a civilized human being and keep your freaking shoes on. Don't take them off if you got socks on. Don't take them off barefoot, definitely. And if you do take them off, don't put them up on the freaking thing where I have to see them at eye level when I'm trying to just enjoy a flight back home. Feet freaking gross me out. And I know that if you wash your feet, no matter what, if you got them in a shoe all day with socks right up, they're going to sweat and they stink. And I know a lot of ladies are like, oh, my feet never stink. That's some bullshit. Feet reek. Disgusting to me. If you're on a plane, keep your fucking shoes on for the duration of the flight, please. Thank you. Do us all a favor. Keep your fucking shoes on.
Wow, we certainly have a theme tonight.
All right. So,
don't you think it's disgusting?
Taking your shoes off on the plane?
Yes.
Absolutely. There's no reason for
I'm
it.
on my
at the
flight
beach?
back from Boston. On my flight back from Boston to Seattle, this woman sits down and she's and I'm like, don't do it, because she's like, I could see she's already like kicked, she's like fiddling around with her feet, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, her foot goes up on the rest, the backrest right in front of us. I'm like, no freaking way.
Oh no,
and I'm
she
like,
didn't.
She did. It's horrible.
Remind me to assign.
Why
Todd,
don't I just?
Remind me to assign Todd a Tarantino film next time we do agreement assignments, so that he can get a good look at all the feet fetish shit that's in a Tarantino film.
Oh my goodness.
No,
I've turned down boobs over feet.
But you don't like feet. Why would you?
No, he's turned down boobs because of feet.
Because of nasty feet.
Yeah.
No, I'm the same way with oral hygiene.
Okay.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Halitosis.
I'm telling you.
Halitosis.
I'm telling you right now. I will not be friends with somebody or fucking date anybody that smells or fucking tastes gross or has bad teeth at all. That's
tastes
disgusting.
gross is it's a broad statement. Covers
Dude,
a lot of ground.
Even in the butt?
If you're kissing some girl and she fucking tastes disgusting, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, done.
Where are you kissing her?
Ford at Howell's?
Vaguely, but I remember other people with worse problems since.
Oh, really?
I feel like this is not a unique set of
Val,
rules that you've got.
Oh,
and
most
Sheehan,
people.
well, Sheehan was that was
Most
gross.
people would like, to be with somebody who smells good.
but there are people that just don't care.
That is true. Those people are going to die alone.
There are people
Well, no,
that don't.
they are mating with other people who don't care, Bob. See, that's the
true.
thing.
That's true.
Yes,
Like
they're mating with those
minds
people.
find each other. That's true.
Correct.
That I can't, dude. I don't understand. To me, that is the most intimate thing you can do is to fucking kiss someone. And if you have a nasty mouth, that is fucking disgusting. I'm sorry.
Or butt.
I mean, but you can avoid the butt. You can avoid the butt. You got to kiss. It's gonna happen. You don't kiss a butt on the first date. Typically.
You don't.
Typically.
That's why you're single, bitch.
Yeah. Typically.
That's called a good
That's
first
a
date.
quote from Nick Bader, 2022. All right, we're nearing the end here, so we need to jump back into the last segment here, Gentlemen's Agreement.
Gentlemen's agreement. Gentlemen's agreement. Gentlemen's agreement. Gentlemen's agreement. Gentlemen's agreement. Gentlemen's agreement.
All right, I'm gonna do the polite thing.
Oh damn!
It's the
Oh!
gentlemen's agreement.
Oh no! Sons of bitches.
Todd,
The bar's been fucking raised.
have you not heard that before, Todd?
I have not.
All right, well, okay.
Bravo! The bar has been raised.
You've got your assignment.
Oh,
All right.
hell yeah.
All right, yeah, you do. And I guess I'm going to have to wait another fucking couple of weeks for this grievances song because...
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
The mic has been dropped, my friend.
All right,
The
so
mic has been dropped.
So let's get into this. I think we've got Cory and I have watched our movies, right?
Correct.
Nick has watched half of his. Todd still has to watch his. So, Nick, you want to jump in real quick and just give your first half of the movie review?
Yeah. So, Inglorious
movie?
Bastards. Bastards spelled with an E, the more uncommon E spelling. But yeah, it has a Tarantino flick. I'm pretty sure that I've given reviews on Tarantino, the very small amount of Tarantino things I've seen that I liked, and Bob got very excited that he's like, ooh, I don't know, there's so many Tarantino films, but he was huge into assigning Tarantino to Cory. Excuse me,
we
but
went
I
through
think
the whole filmography. So
I think it was I wasn't assigned it, but I think I saw The Hateful Eight. That was a Tarantino, wasn't it?
Yep, it was.
And I think you assigned me some Western Tarantino or something else that I liked.
Django Unchained, was that it?
I don't know. But anyhow, so Inglorious Bastards.
And I didn't even know that when I assigned it to you.
Yeah, so I got an hour in, and just based on everything I've done today and the fact that I work very early through the week, I noticed that my eyes were starting to close. It had nothing to do with the movie. I was very interested in the movie, and so much to the effect that typically I just would pass out and not give it any thought. But because I was so interested in the movie, I paused it, and I'm going to come back to it tomorrow because I thought I'm not doing it justice by being this tired. And I'm going to come back to it tomorrow. But so far, I really like it so far. I like the premise. I don't know. The Brad Pitt's accents really annoys me. It just sounds like he's like, I'm Brad Pitt. I don't really need to try. It doesn't seem like a believable Southern accent. It seems forced.
He's from the South.
But that's not how he talks.
But he's from the South.
That's okay.
He should know how they talk.
There are my grandma before she passed away to this day is born and raised in Australia and cannot do an Australian accent. So
All right.
just
All
so
right.
you know.
I'll be interested to hear the second half review.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll change your mind. We'll see.
So I like it so far. I like the premise of it. Obviously, I don't like the Nazi portion of it, but I like history, and it's super interesting. And there's, I don't know if I love movies that have as many cameos as this, or I hate them, because to me sometimes it bothers me because it kind of doesn't allow me to suspend disbelief when there are that many recognizable faces, if that makes any sense. I mean, you've got Sam Jackson talking in the background, so you're like, oh, Sam Jackson. You got Brad Pitt in your face. You've got Michael Myers off into the distance. Yeah. And if I was a filmy person, I'm sure there's 25 others that I should be noticing. Oh, there's the guy from the fucking Office that's fucking in the beginning, and I'm like, I can't take him seriously. So that's where I'm at now. I'm sure that it's going to come full circle. And it just needs
I think it's pretty awesome that you, for not watching a lot of film, actually you're very much like Bob. You actually like that you're catching the technical things, and I love it. So that presents an extra challenge with actually getting you
That's a good point,
material.
Tom. That's a good.
Yeah,
point.
and I don't know if it's just like I don't know if it's like the second Tarantino is gonna make a film, all these people are like, oh my god, I have to be in it. He's a legend. And so that's why it's so star heavy.
Yeah,
I think there's a little bit of that, and ultimately, at the end of the day, I mean, the creativity of the mix of real and true fantasy is pretty cool. The way that it's weaved together, there's something magical about the way that he makes you believe and disbelieve. I think that's what the draw to him is. But like you said, it's maybe a little bit over the top because it's then carried out by the who's who of the Hollywood glitter eye.
Yeah, and I mean it's like I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't have a great enough opinion. So far I'm enjoying it. And I think it's pretty cool. So I can't wait to watch the next half of it.
All right. How many minutes we got left, Cory?
We still got a good solid 5 minutes.
Okay. Why don't we let's finish. You and I we'll give just a minute or two on our reviews.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so you had History of Violence from me.
I did. Amazon Prime. I found it on there. Really basic rundown. It was his family lives in a podunk town, Midwest of nowhere. He runs his own diner. One day,
now, are you doing spoiler free or spoilery?
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen History of Violence,
I didn't even see where this came when it came out.
It's probably early 2000s.
Okay. So this family, they own their own diner. Some mob figures show up one day, and the owner of the diner, the main character of the movie, he ends up killing both these guys in the diner with very, very precise moves.
Yeah.
So he's got some skill. This obviously comes back to haunt him. Some other mob guys show up, and they're on his case throughout the entire movie. And they're claiming that he's a former mobster from Philadelphia, and they're in, like I said, middle of nowhere now. And they want him to come back to Philadelphia. Long story short, he ends up killing those two mobsters as well. Finally admits that he was Joey from Philadelphia. And then his wife is all up in arms about it because she was asking him, like, what's going on? And he's like, oh, no, I have no clue what they're talking about. So he kills both of them. And then it just kind of continues on. And, dude, I will tell you what, surprisingly, one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, my goodness.
Really? You hated it?
Yeah, no, there was nothing to that.
Okay.
Hence why I got the Warheads pop out for you. Because I know we've been waiting to try this. So rather than asking for my $3.99 back, you're going to take a 10-second swig out of that Warheads pop, buddy.
All right. What if I refuse and say I'm just going to give you your $3.99?
That's not happening.
What's the thing that you want to take a swig of?
So
hold on. We might not get to this today if we want. We got two choices. We either finish this segment or do this. I'm not sure we got time to do both. If we want to keep it under an hour, what time? How much time we got left?
Don't we set our own times?
Yeah, we still have time.
I mean, was
All
just
right,
5
you want
minutes
me to-
going to make or
you
break
want-
us?
you
Like,
want
is
me
it
to
not
get-
going to be on the platform?
Nick,
if we-
Nick and I are going to try it. We're going to take a sip, but you have to take a solid 10-second chug.
Hold on. So
10 seconds.
hold on. You paid to rent this.
I did.
Okay. All right. You want to give me my review?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So I had to watch from Cory. We were trading interview assignments that week. DB Cooper,
No,
where
I
are
hated
you?
it.
DB Cooper, where are you? DB Cooper, where are you? Is obviously it came from Cory, so it's a documentary. I was pretty excited about it because normally I'm like, oh, no serial killers. This is about a legendary outlaw who I'm familiar with. And so it's on Netflix to watch, and each episode's 45, 50 minutes in length. When I watched the first episode, they start off, the first 10 or 15 minutes is sort of setting the stage, retelling the details of what year it happened, 1971, what airline it was on, the details of the actual flight and subsequent bomb threat, and DB Cooper absconding with the money. I did not know that.
You presuppose that everybody knows who DB Cooper is, by the way.
I am, and I was shocked to learn this week that Lori had no idea who DB
Shut
Cooper
the
was.
fuck up.
Get the fuck out of here.
None. I had
I have a feeling if I brought his name up north, she suddenly would have known.
I can't.
She didn't know DB Cooper.
Did not know. So I gave her the Cliff Notes version of it.
The abridgment.
The abridged version. So after that 15 minutes, the next 40 minutes were now we're going into a typical documentary where this is a documentary made by people who are not private detectives, but as a hobby, they are filmmakers, and they are very, very interested in like-minded people who want to try to solve the DB Cooper mystery. Who was he? Is he still alive? What happened to the money? What happened to him? Et cetera, et cetera. So the next 35 minutes of this first episode were about the guy who is the main hobbyist trying to hunt down DB Cooper. He finds a guy who says he knows another guy who said he was DB Cooper. So they take guy number one. Let's call him Frank. Frank says, I know a guy who says he was DB Cooper, and I believe him. Frank agrees to be polygraphed. And they interview Frank. They talk about the details, and they delve back into the history through public records and police connections on all the background behind this guy that claims to be DB Cooper. After 35 minutes of the buildup, it is determined that the guy isn't DB Cooper. He was lying. Frank is devastated. Frank is like, I'm really sorry. I don't know how I could have been hoodwinked like that. And that's the end of the first episode. And I'm like, fuck this motherfucking show. I will not watch another minute. And you just wasted 35 minutes of my life because we are no further along. And hey, tune into episode 2 where we find another guy who says he's DB Cooper, and we're going to talk to him. And let's see if he's DB Cooper. I'm like, fuck you.
Cory's going to tell you it's going to turn in
one of the
episode
worst
3.
documentaries I've ever seen. Complete waste of my time. I only watched the first episode, refused to watch the rest. If it cost me money, I would be asking for it back.
All right. So
damn.
So then I guess we're going to do this Warheads pop.
Yeah, we're going to go 10 minutes or 10 seconds. You and me
So
both.
There's 10 minutes.
Clearly, he's not going to pound the whole thing.
No, we're not.
No,
Please.
you and I are
So
both doing
I
10
can easily
seconds.
take a
'Cause I want
sip out of
satisfaction.
his.
Can I do the
Sip out of
counting?
his. Because if I like it, I might want to mix mine with vodka. So,
All right, well, you go first. Then.
I'll count then.
cheers. Oh, I do like it.
All right.
What is it?
Here we go. It's
All right.
hold on to the camera here.
But I like things that are sour and savory.
Warhead sour. Oh, watermelon. And it's booze?
No, it's pop.
No, it's just
Oh, it's
pop.
just pop. Oh, perfect.
Dude, it should be a
Nice.
hard soda. That'd be amazing. I'd buy the shit out of it.
All right.
Cheers, buddy.
Sorry, buddy.
Here's to some bad.
Yeah, here's
Ready?
some. Yeah.
I'll count down. Ready?
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
You're a generous counter.
I know.
That's actually not bad.
That is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I
I will probably end up finishing that.
was expecting.
Unless
Hey,
Nick
where do I
does.
get that?
No, go ahead.
Where do I get that?
That's a great question.
So, Todd, I got it from Bush's here, and I don't think there's a Bush's Market out there.
There's not.
I'll
send that shit in the mail. I'll pay for it.
I'll track some down for you, buddy.
All right. Real quick, Cory,
Thank you.
let's do another mutual assignment so we can close out this segment. And I can go first if you want.
Go ahead.
Okay. How can I bounce back from the utter failure of A History of Violence?
You can't.
Yes, I can. I think I got it. Have you seen Bronson?
Yes.
With Tom Hardy?
Yep.
Really? Did you love it?
It was all right.
It looks like you're shopping for a D+.
Well, you know what? Have you seen Trance?
No.
That's what you got.
Oh boy.
All right.
Good luck, Bob.
Todd, has the sun gone down over there in Washington?
It's dusky. I mean, there's a little bit of light out there.
Just so you're aware, this is the last call. Tonight's sunset is the last one after 8 p.m. until April 9th, 2023. So enjoy it, buddy.
I know. It's funny. You can see when spring springs, you can see that you get 3 minutes back every day, and the days get longer and longer and longer. It's pretty cool. But it seems like when the days get shorter, it's like it grabs it back in 10-minute chunks.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think, Cory?
You have welcome to Wrexham.
Welcome back.
Yeah,
Way to ensure that you're not going to get another shitty review.
I know.
Wrexham, is it WREXH?
AM.
AM, got it.
Red rum.
Excellent. We all set?
Maybe.
All set.
Gentlemen, Todd, thank you very much for your Seattle opinion, as always, your grievances, your sports, and your touching Bill Russell tribute. Nick and Cory, the peanut butter to my jelly, my fucking compadres. Love you guys.
Love you too, man.
And out we go. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week for another episode of Schnozzcast.